What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Apollo. Where are we, Jade?
Chessington World of Adventures!
We're at the Chessington World of Adventures resort. If you did check out our last video, we was at Thorpe Park. Go and give that a watch. It was a great day. Just on a side note, stealth is still not opened yet. But we are here at Chessington World of Adventures, continuing on our little London weekend. Now, this is quite an interesting visit for us. It's Jade's first ever visit.
First time ever!
But it's my second time. I came here about 10, 12 years ago. Experienced a few of the rides, including the likes of Scorpion Express and the Bubble Works. But we are heading on down to the Vampire. We're going to go and see that. We've also got Mandrill Mayhem and the world of Jumanji to our right. But like I said, we're going to head on down to the Wild Woods first. We're going to try and get a ride on Vampire. That was the one ride of when I wanted to come here the first time. Never got to experience it. So we're going to get that on straight away on a 50-minute queue. Let's hope so. I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't get on it, but we should do it if we make it. What are you most forward to, Jay?
Fingers crossed. Probably Vampire.
I'm looking forward to Vampire, getting on Mandrill Mayhem, the only inverted coaster at Chessington World of Adventures. Also the likes of Dragon's Fury, go and see the Gruffalo Wild River Adventure,
Oh yeah.
Tomb Blaster, a lot more. Let's go and head on down to Vampire. Yeah, there's baggage.
Yeah.
So we've just come off Vampire. How was it?
Really interactive with the park and good ride length, I thought.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a nice little classic ride. It's got a good length to it, as Jade said. You know, it felt like it didn't go on for too long without overstaying its welcome. And then also just some nice elements, especially towards the second half of it. Got a lot more zippy, didn't it? But I'm really glad we've gotten that as well. And yeah, just a nice real classic, nice real simple. So I think now we're going to try and do. It's 11:27. We're probably going to try maybe go for another roller coaster, maybe Mandrill Mayhem. Yeah? Right, we're going to go do Mandrill Mayhem, so we're going to head up there and see what it's saying. But yeah, good little ride, lovely bit of Vampire. Let's head on over to the next one. Welcome to the world of Jumanji. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Brand new land, opened from around, I want to say 2018, 2019. Obviously the main attraction there, Mandrill Mayhem. Big snake. So yeah, we're going to go head on down there to Mandrill Mayhem. There is single rider. So we could do a single rider if you want it.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Let's go and see Mandrill Mayhem.
Not found a single rider much quicker though.
No?
No.
But let's give it a go and let's see what we got with Mandrill Mayhem. So we've just done Mandrill Mayhem. Jade, what did you think?
It was incredible.
It was really good, to be fair. It's kind of at a nice level for Chessington in the sense of having a ride with an inversion here. It's got a good great bit of speed on it, especially right towards like the middle bank. Apart from that though, it's a really nice, well done ride. Anything else?
No, we might be able to.
Yeah, we're literally right underneath the track. We're going on Mamba Strike, is it?
Mamba Strike, I think.
Says it's around 30 minutes. It looks like about 5. So we'll go see that, and then we'll probably do Dragon's Fury, which is across the land. But yeah, really good day at Chessington so far. Right, so we were going to do Dragon's Fury. I thought there was a single ride queue, turns out there isn't anymore. 75-minute queue. It didn't look too bad, so we'll give it a miss for now. We're going to head on over to the Mexicana area and probably go on Rattlesnake, maybe Tiger, Rock the Dragon's Fall, whatever it is, the log flume here, and then we'll get to see you going on. But how are you getting on so far?
Really good. I really enjoyed. What's its name?
Mamba Strike, whatever it is.
No, not Mamba Strike. Well, Mamba Strike was fine. What if I forgot Mandrill Mayhem?
Mandrill Mayhem.
It was really good actually. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So let's go and head over to the Mexicana area. Let's go find Rattlesnake. Let's go give that a ride. So as we can see here, there is 1 of 2 new areas coming to the park within the next 2 years. This is the first one within the Mexicana area, which I believe is to become a junior area. We've just seen a bit of construction. Some buildings being taken out already.
There's a green crane.
There's a green crane taken over. Be interesting to see what does come to this area and what the outlook's going to be like. But whilst we wait for that, let's have a go on the Rattlesnake. So we've just come off Rattlesnake then, bit of a jolty one that one was. Very tight on the restraints one, just the general seat. I was practically crouching down into it and nearly fell off my seat towards the end. But it's a good little bit of fun, isn't it? It's like a wild mass type of ride. Yeah, just a nice time. Only queued about 5 minutes to be fair, so we've got on relatively quickness. I feel like queue times here today, just a little bit exaggerating on much, trying to get those fast tracks sold. Yeah, a really good ride, very painful. I think now we're going to try for Dragon's Fury maybe. Go see what queue times look like and carry on our rest of the day here at Chessington. We're having a really good day so far, a really good ride there in Rattlesnake. Let's keep it going. So we've just come off Dragon's Fury. How did you find that, Jade?
Really good. Better than Spinball Wizard in a way.
As an experience, it's better than Spinball Wizard. In terms of the actual spinning, very little of it, but for an overall layout for the ride and just the general experience, it is a lot better than Spinball Wizard. I must say that operations-wise and that, even though we've only queued 55 minutes, as opposed to 75, that could have been 45 minutes. At some point, they changed the ride host to the entrance of the station, and it just got a lot slower inside. I just think operation-wise, and the amount of empty seats as well, either have a single rider or just improve the general throughput. I don't know what Jade said about that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so we're probably now going to go over back to the Land of the Tiger and give the log flume ride, whatever it is, we'll go. Let's go and head over there and see what we get. Big tiger. Behind there, James. Lies big tiger.
Did you manage to get any of them?
I got the tiger. Big and scary.
Also, can I just point out what's special about it?
It's Jade's birthday.
Well, it's like 6 years after, but
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy.
So we've just come off Tiger Rock. How did you find that, Jade?
Really good. Didn't get that wet.
No, I thought it was a little bit underwhelming for a log flume ride, but I suppose in some ways it's nice to at least have one here, as you know, Alton Towers and Thorpe Park don't really have one, apart from Thorpe having a bit more water selection.
Shady.
Shady. Yeah, it was alright. It's a nicely themed area. However, when you go around, you can see a bit of like abandoned buildings. I don't know, just could have done with a bit more theming. But we're going to head over back to Croc Drop now and give that a go. There you go again. I thought it's fun. So as you can hear by the music, we're now going on.
The Gruffalo!
We're going on the Gruffalo River Wild Adventure. We've just had a ride on Croc Drop and it was alright. It was alright, wasn't it, Croc Drop?
Yeah, it was alright.
It's fine for what it is. But we're going to go on this and then we're going to see what we're going to do afterwards because we might end on Mandrill Mayhem or maybe something else and then we'll go from there. But yeah, let's go and give the Gruffalo a go on the ride. So we've just come off the Gruffalo's Wild River Adventure and I have to say, for what it's worth, it's an absolutely brilliant addition to the park. Now, I've been on the original Bubbleworks and for me personally, I do prefer that one. However, I think the experience that is provided here is really nice. It's a really nice, gentle ride and also tells a little bit of a great story about the Gruffalo. Got any thoughts, Jay?
It was really fun. Let's see if we can try and show.
Its focus. Well, you can see it. Yeah, what's your favourite part about it?
Probably the water over your head.
The waterfalls.
When the Gruffalo actually shows up and the owl.
Yeah. I think overall, it's just a nice general mix of 2D and 3D mapping. It'd be nice to see the haze come on the top of the roof though, because I think that would have added to the storybook element feel towards it, because it kind of does take it a bit away sometimes, but you can just see the top of the shed that it's filmed in. But overall, it's a really nice attraction, something definitely more suitable for the younger audience though, I must admit. However, if you want to just kill 5 or 10 minutes, definitely give it a go, because it is a great experience there. Okay then, so after a little bit of a while since we last recorded, we are now back home. When I last recorded, I believe you said we were going on Mandrill Mayhem, following on from our ride on the Gruffalo Wild River Adventure. We did go and do Mandrill Mayhem, and it was a good ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it tipped it.
And it tipped it, yeah, it was completely a washout at that point. It was around 5 o'clock-ish. There was still an hour left of ride time. However, given how long we were going to have to travel back for, and just in general, we'd done everything that we wanted to do, everything on the day, we decided to go have a look at the gift shop really quick, to which Jade picked up a notebook.
£2.50, reduced from £5. Oh, nice. And it's got, inside, it's got a map of the world and stuff, and then just normal pages. Yeah.
Bit more ASMR for you there. And then obviously we left the park at around 20 past 5 and then made our way home. Overall today though, what has been your thoughts for your first time to Chessington World of Adventures Resort?
It was a brilliant first time and I loved Mandrill Mayhem and Vampire, and I liked the tiger that I saw with my birthday.
It was really good. Overall, for me, I really enjoyed the day today. I was, oh god, mic's going. Speaking to Jade about it, when you think about the three top Merlin attractions, Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, and Chessington, it's kind of nice to see each three parks offer something different in terms of providing a different substantial amount of attractions for a different range of audiences. Obviously, Thorpe Park is more towards your thrill seekers and more older audience, whereas a Chessington is clearly for a younger audience and more people working their way up into that thrill, right? You could say like it's Chessington for your basic thrills, Alton Towers to get start getting introduced to it a bit more, and then Thorpe Park for the real hardcore people that want to go for those thrills. As much it was nice today to get back on the likes of Dragon's Fury, get to experience Vampire for the first time this year, especially Mandrill's Mayhem, a really good attraction as well, and just an overall nice land that the area is inhabiting the world of Jumanji there. I can't help but feel the park feels a little bit empty. Like there's a little bit of something missing. Obviously, of course, the main focus is the two areas coming in the next 2 years. There's the junior area coming in where Mexicana is for 2026, and then the Minecraft themed area that'll be coming in for Wild Asia in 2027. Without those two attractions, you can definitely tell queue times were affected by just the general sense of availability, especially in Wild Asia. But then just going around some of the park and just generally experiencing, especially more towards like Tiger Rock, it's a nice little area that they've done for it, but it does feel massively underutilized given that, the actual log room itself sits mainly towards the back of the park. You're going around it, bits of it look dilapidated and abandoned. I just feel like there's a lot more room for investment and a lot more room to perhaps expand with attractions, and it just doesn't necessarily feel like, for me at least, that is fully complete. I don't know what Jade feels.
Yeah, I think there was a ride that we was on, because you did it yesterday with Thorpe and you did it again today where you pointed somewhere and you was like, there's loads of land there they could do with something there, or there's buildings you pointed to and you was like, that's empty and it's abandoned, or it looks rubbish, at least theme it.
I think with like Croc Drop as well, when you actually see the amount of land that inhabited Mexico and obviously the Scorpion Express, it's a good set of opportunity. And I'm not knocking it for being a junior themed park or a junior themed area, but you sit there and wonder, is there a bit more that they could do for thrill seekers?
It was great to see that construction going on.
Yeah, it's nice to see it in just the general area. But like I said, I just feel like for a lot of what the park has to offer, and bear in mind what potential they could do, we've seen it with Jumanji, the world of Jumanji, and especially the fact that it's able to have a coaster with an inversion in it. They're clearly not afraid to go for thrill seekers at least. So for me personally, I wouldn't say it's one of those parks I'd be rushing to go back towards, because again, the target audience, it's clearly not for us. I think for me, it's one of those parks you could visit once a year. But to be honest, I'd like to see it in 2027, just to see those two areas complete and get a full scope of the overall park itself.
But what it does well.
Yeah.
What it does
the theming of stuff is really good. Like I said, the world of Jumanji, for as small as the area actually is, surprisingly, that's a really nicely well done area. You can tell that even though it's a few years old, it's still kept in well good shape. Even though it's perhaps not the most exciting of rides anymore, even though it had the biggest queue line today, Vampire for me really stands out in the park. Just the general level of theming that goes into the queue line all the way to the attraction, the ride station itself. Even though, again, we're not the target audience, I found the Gruffalo a really nice ride for the park as well. A really great sense of 2D and 3D imagery that really helps to bring the cartoony comic book, storybook to life and really make you feel like a part of that area, like with the Wild Woods. And yeah, like I said, there's areas of it that you could work upon. Mexicana, I feel like Rattlesnake as well. It's such a shame because it's not a terrible ride. It's just there in an area that, to be honest, if that had been included in the removal, you wouldn't have minded as much. It's like I said, just for me though, I probably wouldn't visit again until 2027, just to see the whole park complete and to just get a better feel for what it could actually have as potential.
Yeah, I agree with that actually, yeah. It'd be good to go back then. I feel like you could go there, I know you said once a year, but you could go back once every 2 years and be happy.
Yeah.
But that's because, again, we're not the target audience. What it does so well for the audience that you need to do. Like, that age range would be really happy there.
Bear in mind, there's still attractions we never did as well. We never did Tomb Blaster. I've done it, you haven't. But again, it's a bit of a 50-50 experience you get with that. Stuff like the Blue Barnacle, Ostrich Stampede we never got to do. And again, it's one of those cases where like there's more that can be done and there's more to offer. But for us, the main drawing points were to go for those roller coasters and the odd thrill ride. So like I said, we'll have to wait and see in 2027 what the park's going to have to offer, because bear in mind at that time, you never know what Thorpe Park could go and do. They could somehow go and add something new. Alton Towers will hopefully have their new Project Horizon open. We're going to hopefully see the likes of Portons Park pick up the pace now, especially how popular the Peppa Pig world is there, but just the general growth and development there. We're also going to be seeing the likes of Drayton Manor hopefully start to rise up in prominence again, and also Blackpool Pleasure Beach as well. So I'm not knocking Chessington, but when you see the criticism for closing off 2 areas of the park like it has, it does beg to question, was it the right decision? And ultimately, we're going to have to wait and see if Minecraft, which it probably still will be.
It'll bring a big crowd.
Yeah, but it does remain the question, will Minecraft be enough of a draw for the park? And like I said, with Universal around the corner, we're going to have to wait and see. But overall, this, including our trip from Thorpe Park, which as a film was of yesterday, going to Chester today, it's been absolutely superb to get to experience this mini attractions and just this general broadening our scope and experiencing these theme parks for a once-in-a-lifetime visit. I don't want to say either park's better. I mean, I know we have our opinions, but you know, they both have their own redeeming qualities. So go and visit both parks and give them a go from each of the one. But in terms of today, it's been absolutely superb, and the overall break's been great. New rides, new attractions, new experiences, and it's only just going to get better and better as the years go on. But thank you very much for watching. Please do go and follow those other channels and those videos as well, where you get to see more content like this. But without further ado, I've been Ben.
I've been Jane.
And we will see you for the next video.